Okay, so Regal had another mystery movie tonight. I thought it was gonna be The Fablemans because it was PG-13, 2 hours and 31 minutes. Of course, once again, it was not. Apparently, they have a pact with Apple TV because they showed us Spirited, which I was kind of looking forward to. It's a musical. It stars Will Ferrell and of course Ryan Reynolds, directed by Sean Anders. Music by, of course, Benji Pasek and Justin Paul. It's basically a Christmas story or Christmas carol. In essence, a musical version of it is told through like a topsy-turvy kind of upside-down version where it's basically the Christmas carol world is a corporate entity. They do things like, every year they find someone that they can find redeemable. And Will Ferrell comes across a character played by Ryan Reynolds, Ryan Reynolds is this guy who's very good at his job, very good at, as posting, he's very good at manipulating the system. And he's also considered unredeemable, and Will Ferrell decides he's going to help him. Leads into some antics, leads into many musical moments. And yeah, it's a holiday movie that has Will Ferrell and Ryan Reynolds as PG-13, and is taken off a Christmas Carol. It also has Octavia Spencer. It also has Tracy Morgan as the ghost of Christmas Future, and some other characters in this movie. And so with that said, I was kind of looking forward to this movie. I thought, hey, what, it could be the worst thing you've ever seen. And you know what? It's a little longer than it needs to be. It has way too many musical moments, but yeah, it's an entertaining movie. It's not what I would consider the funniest movie I've ever seen. It goes dark places. It tries to upheaval the whole idea of what this idea of Christmas Carol is. And it's another movie that shows off, Will Ferrell's talent of just ridiculousness and craziness, and Ryan Reynolds' ability to be very charismatic and very handsome. And there's a lot of jokes played off that. There's a lot of jokes played off their different movies they've been in. And I found the movie just overall entertaining for what it's worth. It's not the greatest movie in the world. It definitely has its problems. It definitely reaches to places that, you've seen a billion times before. But I think in the end, it's a movie that, it takes the Christmas Carol spirit and does what it can with it. The idea that we see a very corporate culture. This is very much in the line of a PG-13 Santa Claus movie where it's just everything you think about the Christmas Carol kind of is something completely different. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. It really isn't. It feels like a movie that's definitely an Apple TV Plus movie. It's a movie that has a lot of Apple products in it. It's a movie where it tries to upheaval the norm of what we consider, a Christmas movie, and adds Will Ferrell and Ryan Reynolds, who are very charismatic individuals, and they definitely work well. They definitely have chemistry together. I think it's fun to see them dance and sing. And though I do have to admit, I do have to say the dancing and singing is a little too of the creators. It feels a little too of the creators. There are jokes about the songs from certain people in the movie that I thought was pretty funny, but I think it definitely has its charm. I think it's going to be a movie that is going to play well for holidays, and I think it's a movie that, give it a shot. It'll be in theaters for a week, and it'll be on Apple TV Plus. It once again proves that Apple is willing to spend money and willing to do things outside the norm and outside the box of what most of these streaming services are able to do. So yeah, with that said, not too long of a review. It has a lot of fun moments, has a lot of entertaining moments. It definitely bucks the trend of what is a good comedy, and once again, it has entertaining actors in it. It is enjoyable. So without further ado, that is going to be my take on Spirited, the new Apple TV Plus original. Premieres, I think, on November 18th. Definitely a Thanksgiving holiday movie. Definitely worth a watch. And yeah, I mean, it's you can definitely tell Regal has a pact with Apple. So the next mystery movie will probably be another Apple movie, I'm assuming. So anyways, without further ado, thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for riding along with me as I talk about this. I might do some other things in the future when it comes to talking and we're walking. Maybe I'll do a walking video and a review. So, but with that said, thank you so much. As always, comment below if you see this movie, what did you think? As always, hit the subscribe button, join Movie Emporium, hit the notification bell at the top to find out what's coming next, and